Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Kentucky Cycling YouTube channel. I'm excited to say that we are at PC Park, or Pulaski County Park this morning, and I'm here with Aaron Denny, who's one of the trail gnomes here at the park. Tell us a little bit about how mountain biking came to be associated with PC Park.
So years ago, Eagle Scouts, I say the late 90s, decided that they were going to form a hiking trail out here. And so that was here for several years. Us mountain bikers, we kind of started riding it, and it was rough. Some funds came available to us through the Lake Cumberland Trail Foundation, and they decided that they wanted to expand trails. And that was like around 2010 to 2013. And from there, it just exploded. From that point on, we had that revision, which added, I think, another 8 miles worth of trails. And now we had another revision in 2016 that added almost another 8 miles worth of trail. So we're up to about 16 miles worth of trail, give or take. And a lot of that also included rehabbing some of the old trails. So it's taken off a lot since that initial trail that the Eagle Scouts built, you know, back in the late 90s.
I'm noticing we've got a really nice up-to-date map here, and I'll include a link to that in the description for the YouTube channel. Seeing some different colors here. I'm seeing some green, which typically indicates a beginner trail. I've seen blue, which is intermediate, and I can't help but notice that there's some black in here as well. So why don't you, given that there's 16 miles of trail, why don't you tell us a little bit about where you're going to take us today?
All right, today we'll start here at the trailhead, which we're here right now. We're going to kind of follow Lakeview, Yellow Jacket, out to Hampy Hollow, up High Line, down Low Line, and kind of come back out Ravens Run. And then we're going to take you guys up and go to some of the favorite spots, which are High Roller. It's our downhill trail, and it's become massively popular because there is a way that you can shuttle people up and back without having to ride the road. So let's kind of give you an idea today.
Cool.
We won't hit the Piney Grove area.
That's okay. I'm seeing black here. I'm plenty fine with that.
It's a little more technical because this is some of the original trail.
Yeah.
But it's also not as maintained as this side. It's kind of one of those things that in the summertime we don't get over there, and we try to get over there and cut trees when we can. We have a lot of trail runners, you know, that use this park too, and they run that section. But you know, we're kind of going to stay on this side of the park, and that's because that's where the fun's at.
Well, that's cool. And you know, for those of you who may be new to the channel, I'm, in full disclosure, a bit of a slow roller, wheels on the ground kind of guy. So I love to see all this green and blue. If you're looking for more air video and stuff like that, you might want to check out either Pedaling Dave's YouTube channel, or you might want to check out Josh Harris's YouTube channel, which is Dr. JMTB. So tell us about the Lake Cumberland Trail Foundation, which is mentioned here, and their role in terms of the trails.
So the Lake Cumberland Trail Foundation is the master plan holder. They're the one that's in charge of development, in charge of trail days. They handle the financials, any donations that we get into the park. They work between the Corps of Engineers and with the county. Corps of, I guess, a three-way agreement to kind of maintain things, because this is Corps of Engineer property, and it's been leased by the county, Pulaski County, to develop it into a park, and that happened many years ago. So they've always got to have that agreement, and they're working with the Corps of Engineers. So they'll kind of handle, you know, the new development, you know, keeping up with their trail days, things like that. You know, it's great to have them here.
And Josh Harris is actually their president.
They're the president.
Yeah. So Dr. JMTB, thanks for your work. So PC Park is a pretty expansive place. You got a lot of features here just besides the trail. So tell us about some of the other amenities that are here at the park.
So one of the greatest things of this trailhead, it's one of my favorite things, especially when you've got others involved, kids or spouses, is the fact that right behind me here, we actually have a restroom right here at the trailhead. Full showers. I mean, you get done with your ride, you can come in, take a shower. It's free.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We see people use it all the time. We also have camping right here in the park. They have cabins that you can rent. It's not much more than what you'd spend at a hotel. You know, you want to come down for a weekend, your spouse may not be a mountain biker. You know, she may be into trail running, he may be into trail running, and they may want to, you know, go out and do some running on the trails. And the trail runners burn this place up all the time. I just talked with 3 this morning. Also have the lake for kayaking. You know, it's a really a great place for all around for you to come have a great weekend, mountain bike, kayak, spend time with the family, take the family out hiking. You know, there's a lot to do. And disc golf, a future orienteering course, so there's a lot going on here.
Cool. And I also noticed there's a bike cleaning station up there, so you can also clean your bike in addition to your body. Well, we're really looking forward to it. Let's get rolling.
So we've got a couple of these jumps throughout the park that we put in about 2 or 3 years ago. They were actually from old bridges that we recycled and turned into jumps. There's one here, and then there's another one up on Ravens Run. Just to give you an example how crazy things get around here. Last year we had record flooding at Lake Cumberland, reaching its highest level ever. You can't really see it from here, but the lake is on over the hill that direction. And I say it's probably today it's setting about 220 to 225 feet above elevation, above sea level, which is about summer pool. Well, it got to 756 feet last year. And when it flooded, the water levels were all the way up to here on this bridge, which we've never seen before. And it was unbelievable. We're at the base of Dollar Hill on Lakeview Trail. The trail here, which we call Dollar Hill, was part of the original trail system built by the Boy Scouts years ago. And you can tell the erosion that's taken place over the years and how it really doesn't flow with everything else that you're going to see out here. The rumor has it, the reason they call it Dollar Hill is if you could climb it years ago, they'd give you $1. But I can say that my pockets are always empty. So we just came off Yellow Jacket and we're getting ready to start Hampy Hollow. Hampy Hollow goes all the way up and around this creek and crosses this at one point and takes you over to what we call the suspension bridge area. So originally all this land was farmland years and years ago before the lake was impounded. And today, when we're out here looking for things, scouting new trails, we come across farm equipment and old car doors and things like that have been left here for the years. Old maps actually show a road going through this area, so we assume that that's probably where this came from.
Cool. What have you guys found?
Millipede. It's a huge millipede.
All right, so we're getting ready to head up Highline. This is one of the longer climbs out here in the park and probably one of the easier ones when we start talking about grade because it is longer. And so it's going to wind its way all the way up into what we call the ridge where Highline and Lowline come together along with Backdoor Trail. Okay, so we're at the intersection of Highline, Lowline, and the Backdoor Trail. The Backdoor Trail takes you out to the playhouse or playground route, depending on who you're talking to. And it's about a 1 mile kind of out and back trip. Really flowy, super fun, easy. I mean, if you've made it to this point and you don't ride that, then I don't know what to tell you. We just finished up the Backdoor Trail and the Playhouse Loop. We're getting ready to head down Lowline. If you guys come out here, when you come up on Mountain Bikers Bridge, which is about maybe a quarter of the way down, be very, very, very careful. It can be slick at times. There's no mesh on it like there is in other places, and we've had a few riders have some interesting crashes there. And right past that, currently we have a tree that's fallen over, taking out part of the trail. But we're gonna head down Lowline to T-Bone, and it should be a fun ride down. All right, so we're getting ready to take T-Bone. T-Bone is going to take us back to Ravens Run. Bridge is where we were at this morning. And then from Ravens Run, we're going to head on out to the trailhead parking lot. All right, we're back at the trailhead. We're gonna go over and do High Roller, which is the downhill trail, which everybody loves. There's multiple ways to get there. You can start from here at the trailhead and ride the road to either the bushwhacker behind the store, what we call the Cow's Face, which is the power line trail that goes up top the hill, or the way we're gonna go, which is the old road, which they call Pickup Man. It's kind of the old road highway that used to come down here. It's still maintained. We still treat it as a trail, and it's going to take us to the top. Now, if you've got a friend with a car that wants to shuttle you, this is the cool thing. As you're coming into the park, there's something called Forest Park Road. That'll take you to the rodeo trailhead, and they can park there and let you out, and you can ride to the bottom, and then they can pick you up at the bottom down here at the Primitive A campground area. So you could just sit there and do that all day. That's what they do when they do the collegiate mountain bike races out here. They'll have them bus them to the top. They'll ride down to here, and they'll bus them back to the top and get their passes in. All right, so we're getting ready to start High Roller. It's the park's downhill trail. It's really fun. It's downhill only for mountain bikers, you know, so it's the only one-way trail we really have in the park. There's there's jumps and berms, and Josh Harris, I'm gonna give big props to him because he has done a lot of work on this trail after it was built to kind of work on drainage and add in a cool feature. So big props to Josh for that. You know, I'm just a guy that does things on a regular basis, but Alex, who kind of helped lay all these, Alex Gotzi, who kind of helped lay all these trails out, and Josh and the Trail Foundation, they're the ones that, you know, have gone a long way, and the administrations here, you know, at Pulaski County Government to make this park what it is. So if you guys come out, make this your last little bit of piece of pie here at the park and enjoy it, and send thanks to all those that have, you know, went above and beyond to make this park what it is.
As always, if you found this content useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.